Hello everybody, Burning Feathers 101 back again with another video. And today I'm going to be doing my first vlog ever. It's going to be really cool. I'm really excited because I'm going to be seeing Back to the Future Part 1 and Part 2 in theaters. Yes, I said theaters because local theater around here is showing them again for the 25th anniversary, and it's going to be awesome. Back to the Future is my favorite movie of all time. So let's take off and go hit it. I'm going to pick up my brother because he wants to get a load of this classic for the first time as well. So that's going to be really cool. I've seen it millions of times, but yeah, he hasn't. So thought I'd bring him along to share the experience with. So let's have fun and have a good day. Yeah, seeing this is basically a childhood dream of mine. I was never born in the 80s, so I never had a chance to see it in theaters, but I used to watch on VHS all the time as a little kid, just dreaming about going to see it in theaters, wishing I was born back then, but I never was. So this is really a dream come true here, because this is going to be awesome. My brother has never seen it before, so it's going to be a great experience for him. You know, I love trying to expose him to classics, not all this crap that comes out now. You know, a lot of it's is okay, but nothing is nice as some of the classics like the 80s. Especially trying to get them into the 80s a little bit, because you know they need to see that kind of stuff, because that stuff was great film and great movies came out then. So yeah, hopefully this theater will continue to bring some more good films to the theater. Yeah, that kind of sounded retarded, but I know they're doing the Goonies next month, so I'll probably take them to see that. That'll be fun. And whatever else comes out, I'll definitely record it and tell you guys about it. Alright, let's go pick them up. Well, we're at Arby's now. I just picked up my brother. Stopped and get something to eat. This is Colin. Stop here because we're doing a double feature. I don't want to just eat popcorn all night. That's gonna really suck. I'm not even a big popcorn eater. Sounds like a baby's crying behind us. Yeah, I got a nice roast beef sandwich. I haven't had Arby's in ages, so it's kind of sounded good.
I'm not the baby.
Well, we'll be on the road in a minute, and I'll see you at the theater. Well, we just got out seeing Back to the Future Part 1 and Part 2. What did you think of it, Colin?
I kind of liked it. I'm very excited to see number 3 because we can only see 2.
Yeah, because I was going to see all 3, but we have to bring him home by 9, and it's getting close to that now. But I didn't have time to show what the theater looked like and stuff beforehand, because there was like a 5-minute gap before the movie started, and there was no previews. It just started. So I'm going to do that right now. We're going to take a look and show you. It's kind of cool. It's like an old-fashioned, kind of like an 80s theater set up. It usually plays like a lot of the old movies, like movies, not like super old movies, but movies that have been out for a little while. But once in a while it has specials like this when they do older ones, like they did Back to the Future. Before that they did Resident Evil trilogy. Well, we missed that. I would have went and seen them, but fortunately we missed them. So you want to say something?
Yes.
What do you want to say?
When I was in the theater watching Back to the Future, it felt like I was in the 80s. Because look at the 80s theaters. Watching Back to the Future.
Do you like the 80s?
I don't know. Doesn't it feel like that though?
I don't know. I've never been in the 80s. I can't tell you if it felt like that or not. Here, get over here.
But doesn't it feel like?
Give me your hand. Got the security here. We gotta be real careful.
Wow.
Well, I don't want you to get hit, so let's get over here. You see, it's got that classic kind of, you know, theater thing up there. I love that.
Are we gonna go in the movie?
No, we're not going into another movie now. We're gonna see the third one tomorrow night. I just want to record this place.
And I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I'm excited too. The tickets were really cheap, $3 a ticket. So we seen 2 movies, just me and him, for $12. I was like, dang, you can't see 2 movies in a regular theater for 1 person for that. So you can see here, try to get it better. Got the classic theater, the sign light and all that. It's great. It's got all the movie posters on the outside. It's the only place I know that has that, at least around here. We got Red Robin right there, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but let's see, we got all the classics playing here. You know, all the older movies are out. Come on, Colin. That was a fun time. I haven't had that much fun in a theater, and it was so surprising because there were so many people there. It really made me inspired, really made me feel good about the 80s. I'll talk more about it when I get home and tell you about what I felt about this experience and how this was. But yeah, let's see, there's some cool stuff up there, and I'm not gonna, well, we'll go in a little bit, but I don't want to really go in a lot. You can see what they're doing down there. Look at this, look how the tickets are set up here. So you can get tickets through there. Like there's the old ticket boxes. That's cool as hell. That's like super old, super classic. And then we'll look, do a quick view inside, but then I'm not going in there because I don't want people to get mad at me. You can see concession stands, and there's a game room in there. So anyways, I will see you guys when I get back home and talk more about the movie. Well, we just stopped at Shell and we went and picked up some candy and stuff for my younger brother who didn't get to go because he wouldn't watch that. He only likes kids movies, so he wouldn't have watched Back to the Future. So we thought we'd stop and get him something nice. And just real quick. I don't want to leave him out. I'm going to take him to the movies eventually, but tonight just me and him. Me and Colin. Alright, I'll see you at home. Well, I just got back home from bringing my brother back to his place, and that was a great experience. I couldn't believe how much fun I had there. That theater is like classic. It's like I'm not exactly sure if it's a 100% 80s like, but it's much more old times compared to the newer junk, like the modern theaters. This one was really nice. It was just a great atmosphere in there. Just I don't know how to explain it. It just felt right. It just went along with that movie just perfect, I guess. And I'll tell you a little bit about what happened when we went in there to see the part one. It didn't have any previews or anything. That would have been cool if it had like the classic previews from that time period, but just a movie. So we went in there, started out. I was really scared that we wouldn't find a seat because it was packed. We ran into a little trouble after going to Arby's and didn't get there until 5 minutes before the movie started, and I didn't realize that so many people would be seeing that movie because it's playing for 3 days, one showing for each movie each day, so you only can see Back to the Future 3 different times, that's all. So I didn't expect that many people to want to see in classic 80s movies, but it was completely packed. We got 2 in the very back, so it wasn't, there was either the very back or the very front, and I'm not going to be freaking 2 feet away from the screen. That's too close. I hate that, but we got good enough seats, better than sitting in front, so I was happy. And yeah, people were applauding, people were just having a great time, people were still laughing at the classic jokes, and it was great. It was very inspiring. It just made me feel good about the 80s. And everybody gave it a standing ovation at the end. And Back to the Future Part 2, same way, even more so. It was still packed, a little less people, but not much. And people were clapping at different points. Like the whole audience was cheering at the part in Back to the Future 2 when the newspaper changes at the end from George McFly murdered to honored, and Doc Brown from committed to commended. People were just clapping, yeah, and they were rooting, and it was great. There was somebody who had a cell phone up in front of us, kept turning on. The guy next to me was 2 seats down from me. He got all mad, and he said, shut the cell phone off, we're trying to watch the 80s. It's like, the guy looked, kind of, and he shut it off, never came back on since. The guy was not messing around. He was seeing his Back to the Future Part 2, and I don't blame him. I was getting irritated. I was too engrossed in that movie. That was a good movie. It was classic. I really wanted to see the third one, but I had to bring my brother home. But we'll be seeing that tomorrow night. I'm going to record a vlog for that as well. So yeah, that was one of my childhood dreams, is to see that movie. I used to watch it on VHS all the time, and it's amazing how much stuff you notice. If like the older movies, when you see it on big screen, I couldn't believe what I noticed and heard. Like, you just see all these details. You just read things more. You can see different. Like, I read signs that said Hill Valley, all these different things. In the second one, I seen in the window, when he buys the almanac, sports almanac, I seen Jaws 1 and 2 in VHS in there, and I never seen that before. I just saw a bunch of little small things all throughout the movies. It was really nice. I noticed different music and just things, and I could understand some more dialogues. Like, I never could understand in part 2 when he's walking past the car with the other Marty McFly. When Marty McFly is walking past the parked car with him and his mother when they're at the Enchantment Under Sea, when they're outside, and he says, "Yeah, me too," and I could never understand what he was saying. And now I heard it was about that he wanted to get in writing that she said that she would let her kids do whatever they wanted. So I could never hear that, I never figure out what they were saying. So that was really cool. So yeah, it was a very inspiring day. I had such a great time. I love that theater. They're going to be playing the Goonies eventually. I'm going to take Colin to see that. So it's going to be great. Tonight I'm going to do a little change of plans. I was just going to go home, but I think I'm going to go see Devil. It starts at 10:20, and it is military time. Well, 9:28 right now, so I'm just chilling at my mom's for a little bit. But I'll let you know how I like that, and I'll show you a little bit of footage of that theater, which is a 100% modern and put out theater. It's expensive too, but anyways, my next shot should be at the new theater, the other theater. So till then. Well, here's the main theater I go to when I want to see all of my new releases and stuff. This is the modernized one and the extremely expensive one. I mean, extremely expensive, like $10 a ticket. Outrageous. Yeah, we've seen Devil. It starts in about 15 minutes. I'm not sure what to think of it. Some people have said it's good, some people have said it's bad, some people have said it's okay. It's got very mixed, so yeah, I'll just have to see for myself. So I'm not gonna even attempt to bring this inside. I'll look through the doors a little bit, but these guys are crazy as hell with this. They freak out over simple, annoying things. I tried recording this one time a couple weeks ago, and the lady had a fit and said if she found this on there, I'd be getting in a bunch of trouble if she seen me filming in there. So I'm just gonna do a quick view in here, what it looks like. Yes, I'm not gonna go any farther than that, but it's okay. It's a decent enough theater. Alright, I'll be back when the movie is over. Well, I just got out seeing Devil, and I rather enjoyed that movie. A lot of people were telling me that they hated it. And I disagree. I thought it was rather entertaining. The ending dragged on a little bit. It could have ended a little faster than it did. But, a little bit of it surprised me, actually. That's kind of hard to do. Usually I can see most things coming. But I saw one thing coming at the end. There's really two things that are supposed to surprise you, and I saw one of them, but the other one I didn't expect, so I'm not going to say what it is. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but it was a rather good movie, so I definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it. I was kind of hesitant because it said M. Night Shyamalan, the story was by him or produced or something. He took part in this. He didn't direct it, but, yeah, M. Night Shyamalan. He used to be really good. I really enjoyed Signs and The Sixth Sense and stuff, but some of his stuff lately, ugh. Anyways, I want to go home, and I'm going to quick do a show of the tickets so you can see that I actually went to these movies, and then that should be the end of this. So until next time, I'll be back with some more videos in my Resident Evil series, and let's look at the tickets, and see you guys later. Well, here's proof that I'm not lying about seeing these movies, that I actually did go see these. I wouldn't want to waste my trip to go over there and just to film, then not see a movie. I'm not doing that at all. I like to collect these tickets, and, just so I know what movies I've seen. It's kind of a cool little hobby of mine. Anyways, I'll see you guys soon with the Resident Evil series videos and another vlog tomorrow. Until then, adios, guys.